One of the surprises when we were looking through the pages was these two burnt pages, and it said here, from a bookshop at 236 Cuba Street, Wellington, burning due to fire initiated by right-wing arsonist. So we will exhibit these pages, but it's kind of amazing that they survived.
Yeah, 100%.
We're here in the Conservation Lab of the Turnbull Library, and we're looking at the parts of the Māori Petition that was presented on the 14th of September 1972. The petition, because it was presented to the government, to Parliament, it's cared for by Archives New Zealand. They've loaned it for this exhibition, and this is the second time people have had the chance to see the petition. Mrs. H.M. Jackson and 30,000 others, and that they were wanting Māori culture to be taught in schools.
It is high time civilised multicultural attitudes took over from the ignorance born of white racism.
There's power in numbers, and that's exactly what this did. Not just Māori, but non-Māori.
And that's what Hannah said to reporters, because I've looked at some of the newspaper coverage, and Hannah said two things. She said this was led by Māori youth who wanted a better future, and also that overwhelmingly the petition had been supported by non-Māori. Hannah had the idea. Hannah was in Ngā Tamatoa in Auckland, but there was also the Te Reo Māori Society based here in Wellington at Victoria University, and Te Huinga Rangatahi Māori, which was the National Māori Students' Organisation. So all those groups worked together, and I think that's how they covered the country.
Before the internet.
That's right. The petition includes these little notes from people who were helping, and at this one, Nigel Armstrong saying, "Just to show you I'm doing my best with the petition. This is one day's effort. Back at work, plenty of signatures and no punches in the noses yet."
Oh.
You had the Land March 3 years later, also at Parliament, and then things like Kohanga Reo, Kura Kaupapa Māori, Wharekura, things like that emerged, Reo Irirangi, and Whakaata Māori.
Yeah.
So it's quite a different place that
It
we're in now.
triggered this ripple effect. You know, it gave Te Ao Māori, I believe, the courage to stand up.